Daytime baseball here on MLB Network. Opening day is here as we get the new season underway with a good matchup between the Pittsburgh Pirates and the Cincinnati Reds. Coming to the plate now, Starling Marte. He will lead this one off today. And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now. Game time temperature just a tick under 50 this afternoon. 49 degrees here at first pitch. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
I think if he executes that pitch on the corner instead of off of it, he probably gets some pretty weak contact, if anything. He jammed him pretty hard on the previous pitch, so my bet was he was going to try to cheat on the inside part, thinking it might be coming again.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Number 44 has the best view of this one, so he'll take it for the first out.
Batting second, the shortstop, number 27.
Into the box, Kevin Newman, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Called strike 2, and now it's full 3-2. And there are our umpires calling balls and strikes in this one. Mr. James Kingsley.
Dan, I know I was an offensive player, but I'm okay being a pitcher's umpire. If you're going to consistently pound that outer half, James Kingsley's usually going to give it to you.
Hey, listen, there's a reason why the pitchers throughout the league, they call him the king of the hill. You move the ball a little bit off the strike zone, he's not afraid to put that arm up. He's a very good pitcher's umpire.
He'll try it again. 3-2. And he finally wins the battle as this is swung on and missed for the second out.
One thing to know is not all strikeouts are created equal. Right there, he goes down on strikes, but he really made that guy on the mound work for it. And when you're doing that in the first inning, it can have an effect on how deep he's going to be able to go into this start. There's a big difference between that and going down on 3 or 4 pitches.
And this is swung on and missed. Might have even been a foul tip that's held on to, but either way, the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Pirates. And now the Reds will get their first opportunity. No score. Time now for a look at the hometown Reds starting lineup card in this one. Mark, what do you have on this lineup as they go for their first win?
Well, Matty, if I could tell this lineup one thing, it would be let's get on this guy early. Day game in this ballpark, the sun starts glaring, starts getting later in the day. Those shadows start creeping in right around the time that bullpen starts getting warmed up. Got to find a way to scratch a few across early.
Jamison Taillon is on the mound for the season opener on the road in this one. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Matt, this guy is a big power arm. Former first-round draft pick by the Pittsburgh Pirates. And listen, he's what they look like. Big, strong guy. 3-pitch mix. 95 to 97 miles an hour with good life on his fastball. Overhand curveball and a straight changeup. The key to him, throwing strikes. If he's throwing strikes early, expect him to go deep into the game, and he could rack up a pile of strikeouts.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. You can kiss it goodbye.
Well, after a long winter and a grueling spring, everyone is anxious to get the season started. But to start it off with a home run, there's no better way to get your campaign underway. He was rounding the bases thinking, hey, this is going to be a good year.
So the bases are clear now following the home run. And stepping in, the long ball threat, Joey Votto. Swinging a liner toward the gap in left center. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Batting fourth, the right fielder, number 44.
Standing in now, Aristides Aquino. In there, and it's even now, 2-2. And he connects with it. This one's hit deep out to left center field. And that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning. And good for him. Aristides Aquino has just launched his first major league home run. Hard to say how many more of these he'll hit in his career, but for now, I'm sure he's happy to say he's got at least one.
Well, I think that any kid who's ever dreamed about playing this game dreams exactly this. Watching the ball disappear over the fence, then circling the bases in a big league ballpark. He'll be replaying that at bat over and over in his head. And now his phone's going to blow up. He'll be calling his parents, his buddies. Everybody's going to be talking about this one.
Hit sharply toward the right side. Polanco is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. So 2 runs come across here, both coming via the solo home run. We'll move to inning number 2 here. Now to the plate, Josh Bell. He'll get us started in the top of the second.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
He'll try again, 1-2. And it's fouled away.
When you have 2 strikes on you as a hitter, if you get something that you can handle, you have to find a way to do some damage with it. That was a missed opportunity.
Here's Dietrich now at second. Throw to first will be in time, and there's 1 gone here to start the second.
Batting fifth, the third baseman, Colin Moran.
So the bases are empty with 1 man gone, and that'll bring up Colin Moran. Now here's the pitch. And this will be fouled away. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him.
Hate to be Captain Obvious here, but he looks great to begin this start. That's already 3 Ks for him in the first 5 hitters. It'd be awesome to see him keep up this pace.
Here's Gregory Polanco. His numbers against Trevor Bauer. He's 0 for 4. Now a swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2. 2 out, nobody on. Curveball locks him up, strike 3, and that's the 3rd out. Down in order go the Pirates. They're still down. It's 2-0. So stepping in, Derek. Dietrich. He'll begin things here against Jameson Taillon.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
The 1-2. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. The 1-2. Swinging a ball yanked down the right field line. That gets down. He's got himself a base hit. The throw into second. And a good decision to push it that time. He's in at second base with a leadoff double.
No doubt about it. He was looking fastball all the way there, and that's exactly what he got. Got the barrel out front and just blasted it down the line for an extra base hit. Nobody out, runner in scoring position. Great opportunity here.
That'll bring in Phillip Ervin. Hard hit ball to second. Frazier takes it in. Spin throw gets him at first. The only play he had, and he made it a good one.
Not sure the spin throw was necessary there, but it sure looked good. Would have been questionable if he threw it away, but he put it right on the money for the out.
The 1-1 home. Pulled toward right center field. Marte on the move. And he makes the play, but this should extend their lead as the runner tags from third. And he'll make it in to score. It's a sac fly and an RBI, and it's now a 3-0 ball game.
Trevor Bauer.
So here's the Reds pitcher, Trevor Bauer. Bases empty and 2 gone following the sacrifice fly. Lifted in the air to center field. Marte is under it, and that's the 3rd out. So it's 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. Here's the catcher, Francisco Cervelli. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the 3rd after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
And this is swung on and missed. 5 quick strikeouts now, and that's your first out of the inning.
Batting 8th, the left fielder.
Striding into the box, Brian Reynolds. He'll swing it from the left side right here. A ball and 2 strikes. 1 out, nobody on. Tough pitch to lay off there, but he did, and it's even up at 2-2. And that misses there, so he runs the count full now. Fouled away. Another payoff pitch. He spoils another one and will do it again. Keeps fighting him off. The 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Locked in a good battle. Here comes another one. Pitch popped up. Votto has a play. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. So he comes up empty at his first major league at bat.
I know he was expecting more, but that's a win. If you can put the ball in play your first big league AB, and you're able to get that adrenaline and the nerves out of you, that's a win right there.
Ground ball sent back up the middle. Iglesias gets down to make the play. What a play. The defense on display on this beautiful diving stop at short. Don't touch that remote. More. Striding in once again, Jose Iglesias. It was a fly out for him to start the home first. The 1-1. Hit on the ground out to short. And a base hit, so early trouble to lead off the inning.
Now batting, left field.
Trying to pick things up where we left off. Jesse Winker.
Yeah, that last at bat, Daddy, he turned that fastball on. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile, but hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. And this will kick off the base of the wall. And they've really got something going here. Runners at 2nd and 3rd to start the inning.
Just an absolute laser that time, screaming off the bat, if you will. And Show Track tells us it went out at 112 miles an hour. Those are the line drives you can hear as they go by.
In now, Joey Votto. Right side, hit hard. And that's through into right field for a base hit. And the run is in to score from 3rd. And the second runner will stop at 3rd, and they're at the corners now with nobody out. Settling in now, Aristides Aquino. And they're runners at the corners now.
And that last at bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball, so I'm kind of...
Oh, look at the sliding stop. The second for 1, on to first, and they get the double play.
Next for Cincinnati, the 3rd baseman, Eugenio.
So base is empty now after the double play, and set to go as the 3rd baseman, Eugenio Suarez. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap, and that'll get down out there near the wall. The relay, and he's able to hustle his way up to 2nd as he'll reach here with a 2-base hit.
The batter, number 22.
This goes to show if you're going to throw that 2-seam fastball away, which I don't think is the best pitch anyway, you better start that thing out of the zone and let it work its way back to the corner. With this one, it started out on the corner, so it leaked back right over.
Threw it right past him, a swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. Ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Boy, good cutting action to that pitch as that's the first out of the inning. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
No runs, no hits, and no errors so far for the Pirates. Oh, a fastball swung on and missed, and for the second time today, he's gone on strikes. And that'll bring in Adam Frazier. And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey,
oh, and he can't come up with it. And the recovery's too late as he's able to beat the throw to first.
Infielders are taught from the time they hold the glove that you've got to play the ball and not let the ball play you. You can see here that this one just ate him up, and he couldn't recover in time.
Good breaking ball there, laid off for the second strike. And he fouls this one off. And that's going to be high, 2-2 now. Frazier is off of first with 2 away. And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. Pirates. And back in Cincinnati as we check in with Heidi Watney.
Matt, I had a chance to talk about the state of the Reds offense with their manager between innings, and flat out he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. Looking at the numbers, they currently have 4 hits coming from at-bats where they were behind in the count. That indicates that these guys are absolutely battling at the plate and making it very difficult for the opposition to get them out.
All right, thanks, Heidi. In now, Phillip Ervin. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
So with this day over now, you get a look at the final pitching line for the Pittsburgh starter. Not the opening day he wanted to have, unfortunately.
This was a tough one to swallow. You could see he was in a heap of trouble right from the beginning, in and out of jams the first couple innings, and not able to get out of the 3rd inning. Certainly not one of his better performances. Hey, there's a bullet off the wall. The outfielder does a really good job of getting that one in quickly, but I think they had a play there at second base.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on there. And I got to believe you're busting it out of the box thinking 2 until somebody tells you no. I know it would have been a close play, but I think you got to err on the aggressive side right there.
The 1-2 pitch. Bunt sign still on with 2 strikes as he puts this one down. And they'll just tag him out along the first base line.
The
Sacrifice was in order right there as he gets the bunt down right there. And sometimes it's easier to just tag him instead of making that throw to first base.
Here now the 2-2. Hit hard towards the hole. To his left, Moran. Go on to Bell at first, and his side is retired. 1 left. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Matt, I had a chance to catch up with manager Clint Hurdle during the commercial break about the Pirates offense. And he told me, overall, he's not happy with the at-bats they're putting together. They've only managed 1 base runner in this game, so it's easy to see why he said they haven't shown much fight today. He's hoping to see someone step up and find Find a way to get something going, though. This game isn't out of hand, so it remains to be seen if they can snap out of this funk and climb back into this one.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. And the good fastball there finds the zone as the count goes full now, 3-2. This is line to left. And the Pirates are in the hit column.
Sometimes you get lucky in this game. I don't think pitch recognition wise he would choose to swing at that exact pitch. But you know what? Sometimes result is the only thing that matters.
Into the box now, Gregory Polanco. Moving under it, Winker. One away.
Now batting.
A look at our line score here through the first 4, and as we've mentioned, just 1 hit for these guys this afternoon. Stepping up now, Francisco Cervelli, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. 1-2 now as that's in there at the knees. Moran leads off first with 1 away. He's really got the strikeout pitch working now as he notches number 9 in the ball game.
Well, you can tell by their approach that they're going to go up there and try to be aggressive off this guy, but he's taking full advantage of that. He's pounding the zone with strikes, and right now we're seeing a lot of swings and misses and a lot of strikeouts and no walks either.
And he will strike him out. 10 now in the ball game, and the inning is over. 1 left for pitch. Digging in, Jesse Winker. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Yeah, he did a great job to go down and get that one his last at bat.
There's a swing and a drive, and everybody's just going to sit back and watch that one fly. A no-doubt home run.
Well, if you're going to give up a towering blast to one of the best players in their lineup, it's better to do it with no one on base. It stings, sure, but a solo shot isn't going to be the deciding factor in a game.
Ready once again, Joey Votto. His prior history versus this arm, decent numbers. He's 6 for 15. He also has 1 home run. Line to shortstop, and there's 1 away.
Now batting, number 44.
Stepping in now, Aristides Aquino. There's a swing and a high drive into left center field. Reynolds going back on it, and it's gone as they add still another. The long ball is playing in this one. That was the 4th blast of the game so far for this lineup. Dan, D-Row, what are your thoughts on what they're doing as a team so far?
Matty V, D-Row, I don't know what you think, but this is like crazy. 4th round tripper of the game so far.
Yeah, you're watching this pitcher. He's just not executing on both sides. They're missing over the heart of the plate, not using the quadrants. In the hitters meeting, they focused on this stuff. They thought these guys could miss middle, and that's exactly what's happening. Yeah, definitely not the execution you're looking for to pull an outside breaking ball, but who cares?
And a reach to his backhand side at second, but this finds a way by.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball is going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Standing in now, Phillip Ervin. Swing and a ball hit out toward right center. Polanco giving chase. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the 2nd out.
Up next for Cincinnati, the catcher.
Digging in the switch hitter, Tucker Barnhart. And we'll see what he can do here. 2 on, 2 away, 2 home so far this inning. He's set, and the 1-2 pitch. Hit in the air out to center field. Marte is under it, and that retires the side. So it's 2 runs on 4 base hits. No errors and a couple of men left on. We're through 5 here at the ballpark. It's the Reds 7 and the Pirates. And now it looks like we'll have a pinch hitter here as Melky Cabrera has grabbed a bat and begun to loosen in the on-deck circle.
Cabrera.
fouled off. The 1-2. Hit out towards second. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the sixth.
The center fielder, number 6, Starling Marte.
Here's Starling Marte. Now the 2-1 pitch. Misses off the plate.
Time for him to attack on the mound. He knows this team's struggling offensively. Don't mess around and try and nibble. Just be on the attack and let them beat you.
He loses him on ball 4. Digging in once again, Kevin Newman. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You can tell he was late on that one, and we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
Popped him up. Votto in foul ground. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Now batting, second baseman, Adam Frazier.
Ready for another chance? Adam Frazier. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. And it's 1-2. Marte, the runner at first with 2 gone. And yet another strikeout here. His 11th of the ball game, and this one ends the inning. Pirates leave 1. They need to get something cooking here. It's 7-0. Number 67 is ready, and he'll take the ball from the manager. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Trevor Bauer. He laid down a sacrifice bunt in his last trip.
And not easy to do in today's game. High velocity, exploding breaking stuff. He executed that sac bunt perfectly.
And a low throw to first that bounces as he can't hang on.
The batter, number 4.
Man, this is a perfect summary of how the game has gone for him. They haven't been able to hit, catch, or throw all game long. In fact, they should just throw a 10 over this thing because this has become a 3-ring circus.
Now a ball lined toward the gap in left center. Reynolds arranged to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the first out.
The left fielder, number 33.
Standing in, Jesse Winker. 2 home runs and a double to his credit thus far. Having quite the game.
And going back to that previous at-bat when he hit the 2-strike breaking ball for a home run, something tells me.
And he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. But that'll be off the right field wall. And they'll have runners at the corners following the 1-out single.
Dan, with that single, he's now 3/4 of the way to hitting for the cycle. Toughest one still on the shelf, though. He's got to get a triple.
Yeah, that's, you said it, D-Row. That's one of those that's either got to hit right down the line or one of those tweeners in the gap. He has enough speed, so if he can find a gap or find one down the line, maybe he can do it, and he's going to at least get one more at bat in this one.
Into the box now, Aristides Aquino. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here.
This guy's having a pretty good week so far in one game. His last at-bat is 2nd home run of the game. We'll see if they'll pitch him a little bit more carefully in this AB.
And that'll get through into center field for a base hit. They'll cash in here as the run is in to score from third.
Dan, as a former infielder, I apologize for him. Nothing's more frustrating or upsets you more as a defender than making an error and seeing that guy come around to score.
You know what? And that's one of those cases as a pitch.
Oh, hang on now. This ball is crushed into left field. And this one ain't coming back. This ball is gone. In now, Derek Dietrich. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul. So a missed opportunity there. The 1-2. Hard hit ball to second. Frazier comes up with it. Throw on to first will finally retire him as the inning will. So the next to the plate for Pittsburgh, Josh Bell. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ball game.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Now batting, third baseman.
One away here for the Bucks in their half of the 7th, and that'll bring up Colin Moran. No contact there, and it's 1-2.
I'll tell you, we're in the later stages of this ball game, but his fastball is still coming out of his hand with plenty on it.
And he's just rolling right now, and even dozen strikeouts for him in the ball game. Stepping into the box, Gregory Polanco. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. In there, 1-2 now.
This offense is going to have to find a way to get going. It's happened in the past. Every team goes through it where everyone seems to fall into a funk at the same time. Everyone needs.
And the shortstop is under it to make the play, retiring the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Pirates. They trail in this one 11-0. Richard Rodriguez enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is.
Number 48. Richard
Stepping in, Phillip Ervin. He flew out in his last at-bat. Right side, fair ball down the line. And this one will bounce into the wall. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Now batting, catcher.
Now batting, Tucker Barnhart. He singled earlier, making him 1 for 2 to this point. Ready to deliver the 1-2. Line to the right side. But he will come on strong out there in right and pull this one down for the first out. Now to the plate, the pitcher, Trevor Bauer. He's been great on the mound, so we'll see if he can do something with the bat here as well. He's earned a chance to take this at-bat.
Yeah, Matt, when a guy's throwing the ball as well as he has, it kind of forces the manager.
There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. You can kiss it goodbye.
It's getting pretty comical now. Their 6th home run of the game, and they're not done yet. They say hitting is contagious, and apparently that applies to the long ball. It's looking like batting practice out there.
Into the box, Jose Iglesias. Now this ball's hit deep to left field. And he will run this one down. A good read off the bat for the second out.
Up next for Cincinnati, the left fielder,
Jesse Winker will stand in again as he looks for home run number 3 in the ball game as we flash you back here to his 2nd home run. This was back in the 5th inning as he has the long ball working in his first few at-bats. Marte going back, still going back, and it's gone as they add still another.
Well, in hockey, they call it a hat trick. Hitting 3 home runs in 1 outing is a heck of a lot harder and a lot more rare. He's having an afternoon he'll never forget.
Michael Feliz comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. This one is smashed down the right field line. That's going to stay fair, and it's going to be back-to-back home runs. I almost can't believe I'm saying this, but that was the 8th home run of the game for these guys. How about this offensive performance?
Yeah, Matty V. Hey, how about D-Row? This is one of the better ballparks to hit in the world. The Great American Ballpark in Cincinnati. Ball flies out of this place.
Great American Small Park. We used to watch guys.
Oh, could it be 3 in a row? Meanwhile here, this is going to be trouble out there in left center as it ought to be good for extra bases.
Just an absolute laser that time, screaming off the bat, if you will. And Showtrack tells us it went out at 112 miles an hour. Those are the line drives you can hear as they go by.
Into the box now, Eugenio Suarez. Into center field, line drive base hit. And the runner at third will put the brakes on here as they didn't want to chance it even with 2 outs.
Boy, talk about having a day, Devo. To get his 4th knock of the game, but mixed in with one of those 4 was a round tripper. Not a bad day.
Yeah, you have 5, maybe a handful of games that you can throw out 4 knocks throughout the course of the year. Add in a tater to go with it. He's smiling. His food's going to taste better tonight.
The 1-2. He pulls this one into right. And he will get there to make the running play, and that. Digging in, Francisco Cervelli. We're in the 8th now, and nothing's changed out there on the mound.
Well, I've been very impressed with how this starter's going about his business, Matt. He's looked really sharp, and it's hard to know if it's had any effect. But getting that early lead from his offense could have really helped settle him in.
Well, these fans have been treated to a fine outing out of their hometown starter as we give you a look at the numbers here. A big 0 in the run column on the right-hand side of your screen.
This is hit the other way out toward left field. Winker is in his tracks now as he makes the catch for out number 2.
The pitcher,
Elias Diaz will get the call to pinch hit here as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the bases empty.
Elias Diaz.
There's strike 2 on a fastball right down the middle.
He's up to 100 pitches now, but he's still bringing the fastball pretty good. Nothing about that last throw tells me he's wearing down right now.
No runs, just 1 hit and 1 error in the contest for the Pirates so far.
This is hit out to right. Does he have another 1-2-3 inning? He does. 8 in a row he's set down, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Pirates. Start the bus. They're down. Keone Kela enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is.
Number 35.
Now at the plate, Phillip Ervin. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. Here's a drive out toward left center field. And this will get all the way to the wall now. And he is into second base with a leadoff double. Absolutely scorched that base hit.
Worthy of some show track love, and as you see it, it came off the bat at 110 miles an hour. That's definitely squaring a ball up.
Standing in now, Tucker Barnhart. Hit to first. Scooped up on the backhand. And it's a productive first out as that runner's able to advance 90 feet up to third here.
Now batting, the pitcher, Trevor.
So here now is the pitcher, Trevor Bauer. He went deep for a 2-run homer in his previous at-bat.
And I'm sure as he strides to the plate right here, he's certainly got to have a little bit more confidence. But that's not his game. He's got to get back to what makes him successful, put bat to baseball, and try and drive something right back up the middle.
Swing and a liner. And this is turning ugly now as this ball's down for extra bases. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead. And he'll pull into second with 1 away.
Yeah, they've been crushing it at the plate all game long, as 16 runs on the scoreboard can attest. Not much you can say or do on the other side of it. Just have to get over it and get after it again next time.
Here's the shortstop now, Jose Iglesias, and looking to improve on a 1-for-5 effort so far. 1-1 now to Iglesias. This is line to left. Into the slide, and he comes up with a great catch for the second out.
The left fielder, number 33. Jesse.
Digging in now, Jesse Winker has past history with Keone Kela. Small sample, a perfect 1-for-1. The 1-2. Line drive to center field. But this will not get down quickly enough as it's now in the box. Starling Marte starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Got him. As he just continues to mow down these hitters. 13 strikeouts now.
Number 27.
The 2-1. Popped him up. Barnhart is there. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
Now batting.
Now at the plate, Adam Frazier. He's their last shot here with 2 away in the 9th as they look to avoid the shutout.
Yeah, Matt, they just haven't had any answer for the great pitching so far in this one.
And there's a called strike 2 as now they're down to their final strike this afternoon. Pittsburgh down to their last strike. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over. 16-0 the final this afternoon.